And so Esther's been playing with this week. In fact, she's been playing with it every day for quite a bit of time every day, wanting to understand what we mean by focusing upon that grid. We've been saying, find a word like fun and just focus upon fun. Just try to hold the word fun in your mind until the emotion of it starts to move within you. And then fun ideas and then fun experiences must follow. It's law. And then Esther said, but Abraham, just focusing on the word fun, 3 little letters on a page, not that much fun. Let me write it 100 times. Still nothing. Not that much fun. How am I going to get fun out of a word? We say, well, first of all, you're establishing your intent. You're focusing an intention into place. I want fun. I want to feel fun. I want the feeling of fun. And if you stay there just a little bit, it is our promise to you that then the next question will occur to you. Do I remember ever having fun? Do I remember a fun moment? Do I remember a fun moment? Do you remember a fun moment? Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Esther saw something deeply disturbing on one level last night. She saw a picture of one of the members of their Abraham Road team in a shopping cart. And another member pushing that person through a parking lot. It looked like it was in the middle of the night because there was no one else around. And she knows there was at least one other member present because someone took the picture. And she knows with every fiber of her being the inappropriate fun they were having. She doesn't know what happened to the shopping cart. She doesn't know where they stole the shopping cart from. She doesn't know who else knows about the incident. But she knows for sure it was fun. It was crazy fun. It was illogical fun. It was inappropriate fun. But it was fun, really fun, really fun. So she'll use that for her touchstone for a while because it was shockingly emblazoned into her brain when she saw the picture. And then another image of fun comes, and another, and another, and another. Are you getting the sense of what? Have any of you had fun lately? Yes. Are you having any fun? Yes. So you have images on your cameras too, yes, of fun? Capturing moments, not posed moments, not moments when everyone lines up and stands just the way somebody thinks they should. Those impromptu moments where you really hope nobody has a camera. Those moments when you're having such fun that fun is taking over your moment. The feeling of fun has taken over your moment. Where nothing matters other than the fun that you're having, and everything else fades away because the vibration of fun is so vivid within you that it becomes your point of attraction. Have you ever been in an environment like that other than when you were drunk? Have you ever been in an environment like that when there were others around and everyone then begins contributing to the fun? The fun just keeps flowing from all corners of the universe until total strangers are engaging with you in your fun. Until people who haven't had fun in a long time, but who want it, are swept up in your fun. You see what we're getting at? Now, something has happened just now as you have politely listened to our rampage about fun. And we were pointing out that all it took was focusing upon a subject, focusing upon a few letters on a page, focusing upon the idea of it, and then more comes and more comes and more comes and more comes and more comes until 17 seconds of attention to a subject will get an activation going in a strong enough way that another 17 seconds is likely, and then another, and then another. If you can cross the 68-second mark, which we did about 10 minutes ago, If you can cross the 68-second mark, what happens to you is now manifestations must begin filling in. After the 68-second mark, it's more than an idea. It's more than another idea and another idea. Then it becomes something where the potential of others engaging with you is very, very strong. If you are going through the day and you are fixated on things like fun or something like love, love is a little more heavy duty than fun, but you can accomplish it, some of you, quickly anyway. Appreciation is something that's quite easy to accomplish as you fixate on it. As you find these words, these emotions, and you set out with the determination to stir the feeling of them within you, what you're actually doing is using something that's easy to come by as your focal point in order to engender a vibration that then becomes, for now at least, a dominant part of your grid. So there's a grid about this and a grid about that and a grid about this, a grid regarding this person, a grid regarding this person. So we want you to picture this core grid within you. And we want you to think about other pieces that come in that go da-da-da-da-da-da, that just take you right in alignment, right to who you are. So that your point of attraction is so powerful that, as we said, heaven and earth are moved. Things and people around you are inspired to play with you in the vibrational patterning that you've established. But if you are doing sloppy grid work so that you're not deliberately causing a vibration that lines you up with your core, then what happens is whatever piled on last becomes the dominant one. Whatever piled upon last is the vibrational point of traction. Haven't you noticed it? Can you focus on anything that it doesn't fill in? Can you give your attention to anything wanted or unwanted that it doesn't begin to fill in right away with things that are a vibrational match to it? You can't. We know you can't because we know the power of law of attraction. But where your power is, you cannot control law of attraction's response to your vibration because it's consistent and it's fair and it's vivid, it's crystal clear, and it's always accurate every single time. You can't control law of attraction. You can't say, time out. You can't say, I want to do over. Well, you can say, I want to do over, because you can set a different grid into motion every 17 seconds. But you can't say, I take that back. All you can do is no longer spew it again. Some years ago, we were offering an analogy that it's like you're moving through time and you're spewing this red, inky, misty stuff out there. And it's just out there and it's sort of fogging up the room. Doesn't smell that good either. And it's making it more difficult for you to see. It's muting your experience. And if you would just stop doing that thing you're doing, that mist would dissipate. It would clear out in a little bit. Much faster than you realize. But what happens is, because most people are reacting to the environment around them, you've had a grid going that filled in with a manifestation. Now you've got your attention on the manifestation, so you're shoring up that grid, which is filling in with another manifestation. Now your attention's upon that manifestation, so you're shoring up that grid. So today, as we are talking about the art of allowing, what we're really talking about is making a concentrated, more determined, more conscious effort. And we don't really like the word effort, but decision, decide, focus. Sometimes it takes a little effort to distract yourself from the reality of the grid that is filled in while you get hold of the vibrational core of the well-being that is dominant. And then it is our promise to you that that core dominant grid of well-being and fun and clarity and joy and vitality will fill in with things that match it. And it will happen as soon as today. So, we are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. There is nothing off limits. We're going to be mindful of your grid, and we'll point it out to you. We won't be too willing to go too far into conversation that might promote a grid that we know will fill in. It's a disservice that we do to you, or that you do to anyone, if we encourage a maintenance of an unwanted grid. Really. It's much better if we focus upon what is wanted and get to the core of it vibrationally. But it makes for a rather boring meeting. Just like it makes for a rather boring moment as Esther is just writing fun. Abraham really knows what fun is. Yes, sir. That's really a lot of fun. What do you want to talk about? You're ready. Well, let us just say in advance, this is going to be really fun. Start right here.